Hello, and welcome back to the Edge of Chaos. I am Chaos, your host. Today is March 19th, and we are going to be playing The Outer Worlds. I had a minor freak out because I sell all of these, and I was doing some testing over the weekend, figuring out what works and what doesn't, and I kind of started shooting people in here, so I saw enemies and thought that I overwrote a very important save that was going to take me 3 hours to fix. But no, I did good.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiator.
Yep. If you want to read it, pause to read. But yeah, I gave myself a nice little scare first thing this morning.
Here they come.
Powered entirely by hate. Oh wait. They can breathe fire. They can breathe this shit. But it does lots of damage to them. That's one I will never fully understand. Well, I mean, kind of, but just... I've always found it odd. Oh. Was that one that's down here? No, that's one that's up there shooting at me. You know what? I'm going to take care of you in a second. Let's touch the hot stuff. It won't burn you. A. Am I hitting... oh, X. Sorry, my camera is like right in the way. Yes, I know. You know what? We're gonna take care of you the easy way.
Mess with us.
Oops, you got dead. What those things turn into is absolutely insane. Oh. You know what? We're gonna try to move around them as much as we can, though. Because I don't necessarily want to fight the fried mechanicals. I mean, it's not their fault.
Get ready.
You, I'm gonna have to take care of it. Sorry. And one thing that I found was interesting. You start the fight with Junli because she, oh god, my brain just, like, straight up died. I am so sorry, guys. Okay, so if you choose the road of violence up in the generator area... Oh, they are both dead. But you know what? That actually makes it easier. Because they're not going to be fighting right off. Cycle droplet pumps. There we go. Logs. Like, if you get violent on any of her workers, she will, get violent on you. And then Pavati will immediately say, you shouldn't have murdered her in cold blood. And it doesn't matter if Junli is the first to hit you. Like, if you don't hit her first, doesn't matter. It matters that you attacked one of her workers, and then she fought back. So killing her at that point, even though she will kill you, is Pavati calls it in cold blood. However, you can make Pavati kill her. If Junli attacks you, Pavati will take her out as long as she's the only one in the party. Well, even if she's not, there's a chance she might do the killing blow. I have not done this.
My boys are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate
Yes.
outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Thank
If
you.
you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice. Thank you. Alright, let's go talk to this one. This tells you just how broken
You
Halcyon
waiting to
is.
send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time. Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Wow.
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
There we go.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve
I
a copy
love
of the relay's
Pavati.
backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Wow.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
I'm off.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there. I'm sorry. Am I?
Yes, you're
Seeing
causing a
Flo?
scene.
We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
We're gonna go with that one.
You say that like it's weird.
But why bother?
Like I said, Jessie did me a favor, and now I owe her one. I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can
Be
look
my
into it.
guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Can we talk?
We can talk when I go raid the weapons storeroom. Okay? Not talking to you yet.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
You know what, Pavati? Shove it.
For the last ratchet on button time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just
But
terrible,
she is.
dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's worried about you.
She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Okay, we can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Wow. Oh, that got messed up somehow. There we go. Do I have it back? There we go. Glad I didn't actually shoot anybody. You don't look sick.
I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
What did you do?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Sure.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too. If it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize
Nothing wrong
in
with that.
particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back,
Okay.
I caught rumor that the blood tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Okay.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho,
That's
I
not
barely
good.
made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
I'll
Thanks
talk
for
to
helping
him.
me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Wow. You know what? Out of pure curiosity, we are going to make sure we are saved. Right, that was a... Yes, that was a save. Okay.
Here we go. Unstoppable.
I'm gonna go back to not killing her. I literally just want to see. Curiosity has me. I've never actually killed her. I've sold her to indentured servitude before. But I've never actually let her die. Or killed her myself.
Look, I wasn't crazy about Jessie either, but did you really have to go and kill her? This is just great. Now I'll never clear my debt. Thanks a lot, psychopath. Don't you have people to murder? Don't you have people to murder?
I am not happy. Okay, we're gonna go back to where I don't kill Ellie.
Can we talk?
Soon. If you keep asking, I'm gonna have to send you back to the ship. Wow. So if you kill her, you can't get the thing from... Wow, Ellie is really that hard on squaring debts. There's also a thing about if you kill her parents in the later bits that she will leave because you killed her parents.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? There's no need for hysterics. This is all a hilarious misunderstanding.
Did you hear me chuckle?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table.
That's gonna be...
Well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh,
Why will they
I'm
have your
sorry.
head?
This is... it's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Sorry. Stop playing
I don't
coy.
intend to be. It's...
Puppy's been a little, not happy the past few days, 'cause we just got new kitties in, and she's not allowed to meet them yet. Probably later today, but we've just been giving the cats some time to adjust. And right now, we have, they're very pretty kitties. So the new kitties we got, this is Midnight, and this is Lily. We found them on Craigslist. They're very pretty kitties. They're still just getting used to the house. These were pictures taken the day that we got them home. And then they decided to hide in the closet for a few days, and they've been adjusting well. We've been like getting in the room and petting them, and they're getting adjusted, so that's good. How can I win your trust?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. What?
Fine, I'll tell you. You know what, why not?
I'm sorry? I'm quite certain I heard Wells. Phineas Wells. But you... it's always like this with you tramp freighter captains.
Well, Captain Beano.
Did you just call me a tramp?
Captain, stop pulling the man's leg.
Yes, please do. I have a fragile constitution, I'll have you know. And this
No.
weather would like to give me a cold.
I know.
On second thought, maybe you should be mean to him just the littlest bit.
I recant my earlier statement. Mr. Bedford deserves what he gets.
I've met circus
Oh, wow.
sprats possessed of better manners. Well, once you've tired of your jokes, you know where to find me. How do you do? Ah, how might I assist? Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill...
Fine.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or you've changed your
Fine.
mind? An apprehension of this caliber? Just a teensy one, the teensiest. Nothing to, lie awake worrying about for nights on end or anything. I might have pawned my official board seal to Gladys, the black market fancier on the Groundbreaker. I can't authorize the paperwork you'll need to turn Phineas in without it.
Stray too much from the, straight and narrow, and one may just find himself assigned pastoral duty in a maximum security penitentiary.
To give away something so important to you, there must have been some curious reasons.
I'll thank you. not to
Oh,
question my
yes.
motives,
No,
Your
we're gonna
Highness.
question all the
It was a
motives.
mistake, and I'd like to
All the
apologize.
motives are being questioned.
It's only temporary, of course. I'd never leave something so important in the hands of someone of such dubious moral character. I was going to
Apparently
back
you
once I
do.
raised the capital. So you'll need to get my seal back from her if you want to hand Phineas over to the board.
Okay, I need
That's
to
really
know.
neither here nor there, don't you think? I've been working on something on the side, all right? Something not entirely on the level.
You'll feel better.
It's a little silly, I'll admit. Silly and completely illegal. I'd be forced into early retirement if the board found out. I produce bootleg serials. I can't help myself. Juris and Prudence After Hours, or All My Colonists, The New Immortals, romance, tragedy, debt collection. And they're all mine.
That was
Wow.
you? Oh my stars. All My Colonists is just... Well, it gave me a story hangover for days, Mr. Udom.
You're a fan? I've never met one in the flesh. I suddenly feel quite naked.
Oh, it's all right, Mr. Udom. I don't judge.
The heart wants what it wants, as they say, and mine yearns for the adoration of the masses. Held at a comfortable distance, of course. Flat
Wow.
is. None of my contacts ever pan out. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional.
There we go. Oh yeah, I was waiting to talk to Udom for that.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Now, Ellie, I want to know
Came through
what...
wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what. I'm a
Sure.
little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off. If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent.
Wow,
You could say I'm repaying the
competent.
favor if you prefer that version.
What did she do for you?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the
We
bet?
were on a smuggling run planet side when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur. What can I say?
Wow.
Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And as you can
Wow.
probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off. Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
You really don't like
It's
owing
people
people.
touching a cookie and leaving it in a box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin. You won't
Sure.
be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew. Can we talk?
I hate Max. Max, we're getting there. We are so getting there. I need to talk to one other person. Oh, I know we talked to him last time, but now we have Ellie.
Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly. Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
What are you saying, Martin? That's an Auntie Cleo's product.
My Lord, what have I done? The company let my head. Both of them. This is awful. Help me, oh Lord!
Gotcha. What I wouldn't give to see the look on your face. This guy's real easy to fuck with.
What kind of depraved mind would conjure such a nightmare?
That's Ellie.
Agree to disagree. If
No.
you don't mind, I'd like to put this behind us and forget it ever happened.
I'm leaving. You're no fun, Martin. I love Ellie.
The beds are comfy, but you'll want to choose a mattress before you settle in.
Meg picks. Always something good to pick up. to talk to
Bless
her.
my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Wow.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well,
Tell me about this
I find I'm a
opportunity.
ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No
Do
qualms
you know
here.
Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was
Can't say I know
it
for
abandoned?
sure.
Wonder what kind of haul they left behind.
Sounds
I like
someone
the way
broke
Ellie
into
thinks.
somewhere they shouldn't be, got into a spot of trouble.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. You've
Say
got
no
an ear
more.
for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a
Nice.
secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
I like the way she thinks.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Aw, how sweet. Alright. You know what, Vicar, come here. We'll talk real quick.
Captain, if I could trouble you for a moment of your time, I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Timbuktu some years ago. He's an expert on Bakono. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him. Oh, I'm anything but certain, but it's all I've got at the moment. Fortunately, we're in the perfect place to start. This is where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
How do you,
Before I
how
transferred
would
to Edgewater,
you,
I had
yeah.
a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated,
You were a
led
prison
sermons,
priest.
provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you, Captain.
Let's go. And I do apologize, I haven't been as interactive as I should be in my videos because honestly, I was just so far behind, I
We are all... This is
could not function for a minute.
I can check the departure.
I'm getting
to
better.
find out which crew
Hi there. Haven't seen you around before. What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today?
I'd really like to get back
We
there.
can't just let anyone walk in here. I wouldn't be, well, it's not... we just don't. You did help fix the radiators. I know Commandant Sunita's grateful for that. Maybe if you cleared an open bounty, that'd be enough for a thank you tour. All right, I guess. In and out, though. Just try not to do any shady stuff. I'd like to keep my job.
Wow.
What can Groundbreaker Security do for you today? Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but you could try asking at Sublight Salvage. They got an office on the far end of the promenade deck. Anything else I can help you with, ma'am?
See you around. So, I've already gotten permission to go in. So, we're gonna go in. And while he's over there, he takes a few minutes before he starts walking in.
Nice going.
See, he's there. Once he comes, sits down here, I can literally loot this entire area. But while he's there for 1 second. They really don't think through their whole process of things. He comes in and out, and nobody else pays attention but him. Like, there's 2 people over there that just don't look at you, like, period. And except for the one dude who comes in and out, like, I've literally stolen stuff from right behind him. It's crazy. And I steal all this crap, and I can, as long as they don't see me take anything, I can literally rob this entire place blind. And then walk out like nothing happened. And talk to them on the way through. Oh, I didn't need that. Well. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Okay. So yeah, we have now looted the entire area. Anyway, let's talk to her.
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must kindly ask you to... Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunnar McRed. Just 26 hours old. The posting, that is. Not the criminal. Allegations... Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future.
I'll be on my way. Oh, nice. I leveled up again.
There it is. Just yank the drive and I'll...
Eject. Confiscated goods. Leave.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a Sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Wow.
I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
It's way too convenient.
It was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Wow. And nobody notices anything's missing. It's all fine and dandy. So let's go back to the ship.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
She's just a little unhappy. She wants to meet the cats. She wants to be friends with the cats. I have seen this dog try to befriend a hornworm in our backyard. We had to take it from her because she was gently as she could, picking it up and throwing it into the air. Because she thought that's how you play with them. She thought you play with hornworms by picking them up and tossing them. So we had to take it from her, and when I took it from her, you would have thought that I was like trying to steal her firstborn child or something. Like, it was like, how dare you?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing? Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
You know what? Let's try this.
Sure. An interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like. It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust. Maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Let's see.
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Sure.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
The sooner I get to Monarch, the better. I don't... Felix is fun, but I like running with Ellie, and him and Ellie don't exactly function well together.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No.
The unemployed is almost as bad as death.
The Roseway landing pad. Also,
Got it.
protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
Alright. Talk to you later. Okay, so that's all the time I have for today. I want to thank you for joining me. I had a lovely time playing. I hope you had a lovely time watching. I do have a Patreon. It's in the description, as well as my About section on my page. Feel free to check that out. I will be back on Tuesday with some Legend of Zelda. Thursday will be my next Outer Worlds. Hope to see you then, and stay chaotic out there.